session, I will request Mr. Subhajit Roy and to all the students. Evans has been very much a part of our training team as well. And improving over the past few months now. And all my grad students to all. So it's a great place to talk in and training partner for all the three students that were now have he is a presentation here. So take over I request you to take over the session. They are very obedient and to also they're really very hardworking students. So that's why when any project is coming to the performance analysis, it's always how much students are actually enthusiastic about working on that. That is a big thing. And I think these students have a lot of things to describe. And yeah, from the electrical department, we build this kind of innovative projects. We try to build this kind of innovative projects in the future time also as well. So I think whoever present, they will also make this kind of projects in the future time. Okay, so sir, over to you, please. Project communication as well as packaging. So thank you, sir. So now I will call our speaker, Devanshi Haldar, to continue this session. So Devanshi, so you can continue.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to request Shobhuchati to share the screen.
Sure.
We have Shomit Dash, the technical head of equilibrium along with Philip National, top-notch senior professional and he is the teacher head of equilibrium. So at first I would like to introduce Mr. Chandra. Have the past experience around 10 to 15 years of experience and definitely in the IT industry, and she will share past experiences to all of you. So my request to all of you, please stay tuned with us and for upcoming 2 hours. So ma'am, I would like to request you to please join here and please share your valuable experiences to all of you.
Sure. Okay. Sure, Mr. Animal. Thanks for the introduction. And hello, everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Am I audible to all of you? Yes, ma'am. Okay, sure. I'm sharing my screen. If you can see my screen, just let me know, okay? Can you see my screen?
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Devanshi Haldar, student of 4th year, BTech Electrical Engineering. Today we are going to discuss or learn a new topic that is intelligent power meter for smart grid. We 6 students have done this project, but today which we are going to represent me, Charan Mukhopadhyay and Shobhuchati Dash. We have done this project under the guidance of Assistant Professor and the EIC of our Electrical Engineering Department, Mr. Shobhuchati Roy. Thank you, sir, for your guidance. Your guidance was one of the most important parts of our project for the success.
We have already
thank you, sir.
Taking your
next slide, please.
Working with
presentation outline. This topic we are going to discuss. Abstract, what is intelligent power meter, problem statement, features, block diagram, use tools and technologies, components required in Simulink model as well as in hardware model. Problem students mostly face during this project, screenshots of outputs, advantages and disadvantages, the role of smart meter prospects for 2020-2040, conclusion and references. Next slide. As we all know, populations are continuously increasing, as well as their immense demand. The demand for power has increased exponentially over the last year. As populations are increasing, their consumption are obviously increasing. So, difficult. This has increased the emphasis on the need for accurate and economic methods of power measurement. Standing in this condition, we are thinking of a project which can solve or minimize this problem. The main object of our project
So
is to
during this
develop
process,
smart
I had
energy meter.
with clients
It
so
not
that
only measures the consumer's
There
power
were-
consumption
I
in
discussed
kilowatt
with
hour,
the
but also to enhance
functional
and support
components they
real
have
consumption in
and
rupees
provide
according
me
to
the best
consumer
technological
price.
solution.
If we
and
consider our
my
conventional
expertise
energy meter,
while
the
we
electric
are,
service company which
not
provide us
so
in every
sure,
domestic
like,
purpose
what
and industrial
technology
purpose,
choose for
there
their
is
solution.
the reading consumption
As I'm
method.
directly connected with
In
the
every
client,
month,
so I'm
somebody
well
from
aware
the
of
energy
the
supply company comes to our door and
that
take the
the
reading.
technology
Depending on the consumption
I have
reading, they provide us a bill.
for modern
And
technologies.
according to them, we
in the
pay
output
the bill
and
to the
also
energy supply
for
company.
the
But
technology.
there is obviously there is a problem. It's not possible to come every time to our door. Even in the last year, in this pandemic situation, they were unable to come to our door to take the reading.
Mobile
They
application.
provide us the bill on the given on previous year. So we paid the bill without knowing what is the exact amount we are consuming.
So when I
We
talk
are just
about
providing
the technology,
according
I
to their
should talk
assumption.
about
So it's a difficulty, it's a problem.
here I have listed
So
a
in
few
that
of the
case, the
advantages of
smart
Python.
meter can minimize
Like
or
Python is one of the most
It's not that
famous
problem.
technologies.
the energy consumption in the smart meter is calculated using measurement voltage and current with help of
and it's
Arduino microcontroller. Arduino microcontroller is one of the most important part in this project. It works on the principle of user's program.
extensive
It provides a program depending on that
and
it
community
operates.
development. It has a
It measures voltage and
community
current
of developers.
respectively.
And I told you
Our
before that
product of
that's for the
voltage and current, its
You know,
unit
those
watt
have
or
very
kilowatt and
community
energy is
of
product,
developers.
power and time. So
the
they
developers
use
might
mentions
be
and the
done.
formula
It
and
has
using
user
Arduino
friendly
microcontroller property.
It's a high level
And
language.
we are calculating the energy
Dynamic
consumption depending on the
all
type of consumer load.
portable
Next
and interactive. It's
So,
portable across
when I
all
have
the
said that we are going to discuss or learn a new
applications
things,
we are
intelligent power
building
meter,
using
the
Python
first
are
question occurs in our
GUI
mind:
based
what
applications,
is intelligent power meter or smart
artificial
meter?
intelligence,
A smart meter or intelligent power meter
and
is an electronic device
web-based
that
backend,
record information such as
enterprise
consumption of
and
electric
business
energy,
applications
voltage level,
for
current, and
giant
power
companies,
factor. And this
operating
intelligent power meter or this
language
electronic
development,
device is able to
prototyping,
do the two-way communication. What
all
is this
this
two-way
we are
communication?
building
Two-way communication, it continuously monitor or record
on this
our consumption and provide that information to
giant
us
companies
through a mobile app
using
and
Python
also provide that
purposes.
information to
And
the
it
electric
is
service
clients
company.
all over the
So
globe
what is happening? We are getting to know what we are consuming. We can monitor it. Even if we think that our consumption is getting high, we can control it. And not only that, we can understand how much amount is
then comes
happening
Yahoo Maps.
because the smart meter providing us the unit consumption
Mozilla.
as well as the amount. It just multiplies with the tariff and it's provides the notification to the electric service company. So they are also aware to know how much the customers are consuming. So they do not need to provide anybody to take the reading. This all things
Now the
happening by two modules in the smart.
as of
One
now,
is AMI, advanced metering infrastructure,
artificial
and
intelligence
another is automated
it is
meter reading.
already known for
Now,
its superiority
These two new
in
words.
image and
What is the
speech
exact
recognition,
meaning of
navigation
AMI
apps,
and AMI?
smartphone,
AMI,
assistant,
Advanced Metering
ride-sharing apps,
Infrastructure,
and much
is an integrated system of smart
Here
meters
what we do
communication
is
network
we
and
have
data
data
management
models
system
which we
that enable two-way communication
say
between
that
utilities and
normally comes to
customers.
data mining.
And
Train the model
AMI,
and using
automated
these
meter
will
reading,
make our
is the
operation.
technology of automatically
imagine
connecting
we are making a
consumption,
chatbot.
diagnostic and
Here,
status
what will
data
receive
from
different
water
questions
or
by the
energy
user,
metering device
and
and
we
transferring
train
the
the model
data
such
to
a
a
way
central
that
database
it can
or
understand the question and
Next
answer
slide.
accordingly.
Problem
With you
statement.
can use
Obviously, in our conventional
or,
energy meter has some problem. That's why we are thinking of a
Good
new
text to
thing,
speech is
a
also
smart
available
meter.
there and also
Already I
you
have
can use that
said
also.
one problem that it is human
Nowadays,
by
lots of
manually we have
on
to
AI based
measure the reading.
like
So
we
there
computed
can be
a
error.
for a
Another
more,
problem is
fast
generally
law
we use single
management.
phase induction type energy meter.
Like when
It
we
works
go
on
to
the
different
principle
malls
of
like
two mechanisms. Mechanism 1. Mechanism of rotation of an aluminum disc which is made to rotate at a speed proportional to the power. And mechanism of counting and displaying the amount of energy has been transferred. So basically the energy meter works on the principle of the rotation of aluminum disc. The aluminum disc whose rotation determines the power consumption of the load. The disc is placed between the air of the series and sharp electrode. The permanent magnet opposes the movement of this and equalizes it on the power consumption. So, we have already studied if any electric machine or any machine there has some rotation part, there must be some error. That error due to some frictional, due to some frequency, due to some speed. Obviously, in conventional energy, there has some error.
Proactive healthcare management.
Now we are discussing about those errors. The first error is friction error. The error which is happening due to friction. This error is introduced due to friction at the rotor bearing and the resistor mechanism. Because this error is unwanted braking torque acts on the moving system and resistor less energy than the actual energy passing through it. The error is the phase error is introduced because the shunt pattern flux does not lag behind the supply voltage by exactly 90 degrees due to some resistance of the coil and the iron loss. The angle is slightly less than 90 degrees because this error the torque is not zero at zero power factor. Speed error. Sometimes, as I have already said, that the speed of the aluminum disc is proportional to the power. Sometimes the speed of the disc of energy meter is faster or slower. When tested on the load having power factor, their energy meter registered either more or less energy and error is introduced. Error due to temperature. Now, error due to temperature, variation in temperature very small because the various effects produced tend to neutralize one another. The resistance of the disc of the potential coil and characteristics of the magnetic circuit and the strength of the brake magnet are affected by the changing temperature. There are different errors like frequency error, overload error, etc.
On industries are such transformation due to IoT. I get lots of
in the conventional energy meter, we are unable to know how much we are consuming. This is one of the biggest problems. Another biggest disadvantage of conventional energy meter is power theft. The energy can be theft by using this energy meter. As by using some unethical tricks, magnets, the consumers can theft energy. Even they do not need to provide reading of this energy consumption. Next slide.
Next on my list is no-chill.
So, why we should use smart meter? As I have already said, able to do the two-way communication. It's very much advanced technology. This system does not have any moving mechanism. So, although this system does not have any moving mechanism, that means we already overcome all of those problems which has faced in the conventional energy meter. This is
asynchronous model.
The controller based meter, so there will be no issue of power theft. Consumer can easily get to know about their consumption. Even they can control it from anywhere. If they are outside of their house or they are in office, they can control it by using a simple mobile application. The system is secure and advanced metering technology has remote control having better performance as power model.
Users on a system.
Block diagram. Block diagram is one of the most important part of any project because by this block diagram we can visualize how the project will going to work. Without block diagram we can go further. So block diagram is very necessary. A block diagram is a diagram of a system in which the principal parts or functions are represented by blocks connected by lines that shows the relationship of the blocks. Here we can see the block diagram. The main supply 230 volt AC. Generally, in our domestic purpose, we use single phase AC. It is connected to the voltage and current sensor. Voltage and current sensor is connected to both load and Arduino.
That's the reason
From voltage and current sensor, load is consuming voltage and current, and same amount of consumption voltage and current is passing through the Arduino microcontroller. Arduino microcontroller works on the basis of user program, which we will provide, and we have provided that program. On the basis of the program, Arduino microcontroller is working and provide that consumption display on the LCD display, and through the GSM module, we are getting the notification in our mobile device. Next slide. Use tools and technologies. At first, we build up software project, then we are doing this project on hardware basis. The software and libraries are Prometheus 8.9, Arduino IDE, Software Serial Library, Liquid Crystal Library, Bat.h Library, Math.h Library, and other sub-functional libraries. The rest of the presentation will be explained by Ananda's group.
That takes care of all the asynchronous I/O operations. Next point is real-time applications. Can anyone give me any example of any real-time application?
Devanshi, who will carry next?
Anyone?
Sir, Shobhashati Dasgupta.
Any example of any real-time application?
Shobhashati, are you there?
Like I can say that nowadays we are using lots of real-time applications. Anyone?
Shobhashati, are you there?
I'm telling you, it's very easy.
You can unmute your mic
now we are
and you
having
can continue the presentation.
Zoom call. That's one example of real-time application.
Sorry, sir.
The video call is happening in real time. That's why video call is an example of real-time application. Same way, video broadcasting, like we can see Facebook
Good afternoon,
Live, YouTube Live,
all my
Twitter
respected
account.
sir and madam. Myself, Shobhashati Dasgupta. I am
Another
explain
example.
components required in
Example,
our
as
Simulink
example,
model.
you can say like,
We are
we
we will need
Uber, Ola,
Arduino Mega
or we can
2560R3, simple
Uber,
DC motor, fully integrated
Zomato
Hall effect based
or,
linear current sensor
other
with
such
high
site,
voltage
other such
isolator
apps,
and
like
low
we-
resistance current conductor,
You can see that
which
we can track
part
the
number is
real-time
ACS 712 ELCTR05GT
on GPS.
V-Sign wave resistors, which part number 1010R1
real-time application.
diode, which part number
And real-time applications are
114007
best
Zener
handled by
diode,
Node.js.
oxo isolator button, electrolytic capacitor, and extremely accurate I2C RTC with integrated crystal and SRAM,
This was written in
lower
JS,
power
and
dual
thus the
operational amplifier,
synchronization
XOR gate,
is
DC
very
voltmeter,
fast
AC
and
voltmeter, virtual terminal, which is
So
used
WebSocket
as
works on TCP
output module,
that handles the
oscilloscope
multi-user
and ground.
function and prevents the overhead
Components
of
required
HTTP
in
for
hardware
web
model.
development. Next point is community driven.
As you can see, we will need one node MCU, which is combination of Arduino and Wi-Fi module, which specification is ESP8266, and we will need one single phase energy meter, one voltage sensor, one current sensor, one screw connectors, and we will need one two ready-made connectors and one copper dotted ferroboard, one two ear connected wires, one opto isolation, and many resistors, and two LED which is blinking and obtaining power, and one mounting board, 8 screw, 8 marbles, two lamp holders, each one incandescent lamp, 3 switches, one PVC box, one center tap transformer, 6 diode, 2 capacitors, and one 3-pin box.
The Node Package Manager or
Triple
NPM
plan.
has
Sorry.
risen with a
Problems
significant growth.
students mostly face in
One
making
so
a
popular
project.
platform, Raw,
Firstly, quality
or
components.
Node.js is getting
What is
very
quality?
much popular
Sir,
day
quality
by day,
components.
and the number
They are
of its
difficult in
users
finding the
increasing
quality
every day.
components. Students have
All are
no
getting
experience
physically
of
addicted to
purchasing project
and the results
components.
are
Most
truly
of the time, project fails to run.
Now,
A proper
I will tell you
experienced
a few of
person
the popular
should be
platforms
employed for
using
the
Node
help
as
of
their
students.
backend technology. technology.
Secondly,
And
practical
building
limitation.
all the clients all over the globe.
Instructors are very good in elaborating the theoretic concepts, but don't know the difficulties and limitations in practical job. Skilled workers having strong experience in hardware field should be in the team of supervisors. Thirdly, time management. It is very important. Time management is very important in completing the any project. For this purpose, division of whole task into smaller portion and then working on each part in a specific time can be result oriented for students.
On high demand.
Fourthly, insufficient lab. In colleges, different types of labs are required for different semester regularly. Final year project problems, students cannot access these labs if they are already engaged. Some labs are final year purpose should be established so that students can give proper time to practical work. Team selection. It is mainly
On my list
team selection is very important for any project. Mixture of
is the
intelligent
library
and average
produced
student
and
can
maintained
boost the
by
energy
Facebook.
of average
Since
student
its
as
release,
well.
it has
If intelligent student has good
160K
leadership
plus
and teamwork
stars
qualities,
by the developers
don't
on
mix
GitHub. And
different
it has
levels of
compiled
students
1489
together if minds are not
contributors on
synchronized.
GitHub.
Cognitive content will not be said.
React has
And,
gained enormous popularity throughout the years,
No
and there are so
clarity
many reasons
of
behind
our
it.
final
Discuss
year
a
project.
few of them.
Mostly of the students
But
don't
that
know
I
what
would like to tell
they are going to
that
develop
React
and
is the
how their
front-end
final
technology.
product will look like.
Once there was a
They
time when
think the
clients used to
project
look
will
for
develop and
backend
take its
developer and
own shape
front-end
as it
developers
profits. আমি
separately.
একটু স্যার ম্যাডামদের থেকে
But
আমি
now the
টাইম চেঞ্জ
time has
নিচ্ছি। আমি একটু
completely
আমার
changed.
মানে যেখানে প্রবলেম হয়েছিল
When
সেই
they are
এক্সপেরিয়েন্সটা
looking for
বলছি। আমি যখন
full stack
প্রজেক্টটা
developers.
শুরু করি
Full stack
আমার ফাইনাল
developers
ইয়ারের
are
প্রজেক্ট
those
মানে
who
এই
know,
এত কিছু বলার মধ্যে আমার এটা মনে পড়লো
backend
যে
and front-end.
আমি কোথা থেকে শুরু করব প্রজেক্টটা আমাদের যেটা মেইন প্রবলেম হয়েছিল সেই জায়গাটা হচ্ছে আমাকে একটা প্রজেক্টের সাবজেক্ট দিয়ে দেওয়া হয় কিন্তু প্রজেক্টটা কোথা থেকে শুরু করব বা কিভাবে করব সেটা আমরা কেউ বুঝতে পারি না এবং তার অ্যাকচুয়াল কি সার্কিট হবে এবং অ্যাকচুয়ালি কি তার প্রোগ্রামিংটা আছে আমরা কেউ ঠিক বুঝতে পারছি না এর জন্য আমি আমরা যেটা করেছিলাম সেটা আমাদেরই কলেজের অনেকদিন আগেকার পাস আউট একটা দাদার হেল্প নিয়েছিলাম অনেক এই ক্ল্যারিটিটা আনার জন্য অনেক বেশি এক্সপিরিয়েন্স টিচার বা এক্সপিরিয়েন্স যারা সিনিয়র এদের হেল্প নিলে আমার মনে হয় ভালো হয়
how to do it.
স্ক্রিনশট
For example, you tell your maid that you want to have pasta in your breakfast,
this is circuit
and
diagram
know
of our
where are the
Simulink
ingredients
model.
and how to make it.
As we can
You
see,
need to
the
give how to
Arduino
use
microcontroller
That's
is connected to
That's
source
exactly
through
how
voltage and current sensor. Loads are also connected to the sensor.
Updates and renders the exact components.
Arduino basically control the consumption via user programs and display the information on LCD display, and through Wi-Fi GSM module we get consumption notification in our mobile device.
React introduced a new concept
Our
called
next slide,
component-based
from the next slide, our group member
encapsulated
Sharon
components
Mukhopadhyay
manage
will
their
continue.
own states and compose them to build complex user
Good afternoon,
interfaces.
sir, ma'am. Thank you,
Each
Shobhaj.
of the
And good
features
afternoon
of
to
our
all the
user
students
interface
present
is done as
So I will continue from the
If you
slide
take the
simulation on.
example of the social
So as you all can
network
see, this is the desired simulation output that we have finally
chat
achieved,
window,
and all
the
the
comment
values will be
section,
shown on virtual terminals. There is a
post
value of
newsfeed,
phase, power
a
factor,
notification
voltage,
section,
current,
etc.
real power,
All
apparent
these
power,
are the
frequency,
examples
time,
of
power, in
components.
kilowatt hour, price, phase,
Residing
power
at the same
factor,
place,
voltage.
each
So
of
this is
them
all the
interacts
output that we have desired
independently
and
with the server
for
side.
what
It follows
we
the
have done the
concept
project
of
for.
Azure.
So this is the main
And the
output that
client side
we have
directly
got, and
calls
this is the main
server
thing that
side.
we were
This
looking
direct
for.
call allows the
Next slide, please.
DOM to update dynamically without
This is the
refreshing
desired
the
output
full
graph.
page.
As we can
When
see
a
that
new
the
change is
output
there
graph
on
is
any
of square
component,
shape,
it
and this is the
refreshes
graph that we have
without
got by
affecting the other
all the
components
project that
of
we
the
have done from the
UI.
start to the end. This is the graph that
I
we
am
have
sure
finally
that you
got.
will remember even a few
Next
years
slide, please.
back, on some old websites and still
So the
on
main
some
part
old
of any
websites
project
it
is
happens
the
that
advantage and
click on a
disadvantage
section,
that
for
comes with
example,
it.
supposedly
So first
cosmetology
advantage is it reduces your
it
environmental
directs us
impact.
to a whole
In this
new page
21st century, where everyone is
or
talking about climate
load
change and
the whole
environment is being harmed
the
so mercilessly,
old school
it is important to note that this meter
and nowadays
reduces
the
environmental
supporting
impact.
this
So it
architecture
is a
has
huge
been
advantage that we
so
can
that when
look
we
for.
click on a
So the
section
second point
or
is no need to
one
provide
some,
meter
for
reading.
example,
So there is no
the
need for
location
any
icon
meter
on
reader to
the
go
data
from
bar
door to
on
door to
page.
measure the meter reading. As you all know that in this
Just
present
see
scenario,
the
in this
window
corona
and
time,
you can see the
there has been very
we
difficulty
don't
for the
get
meter readers to go
the
from home
whole
to home
presentation is loaded.
and this.
Suppose
So there is
on this screen
another
we
good
just
advantage.
see,
No need to
most
provide
of our
meter
things
reading.
and actually
Third advantage
write
is
a comment
no more
at the same
estimated
time
bills.
someone else is
And the
commenting
fourth
the
advantage is
comment
consumer
appears
can control fee at
and
once.
the
So the
message
consumer has
get
full
loaded or
freedom to
we don't
operate
get
the meter from any time, from
all
any
this
place at
because of
any
the
time. So this is a very
component
huge
based
advantage that we can look for. Next slide,
point is
please.
the flexibility of learn once right anywhere.
The disadvantage. So the first disadvantage that comes is additional fees for the installation of the new meter. We have to keep in mind the cost bearing also. How much one has to pay for the installation of new meter and the other additional cost that comes with this new meter. So this is a disadvantage that we can see and how to improve this disadvantage. The second disadvantage is privacy concerns for the personal data collected and how it will be used. In this time, as you all know, data privacy is a huge threat, as you all know. So we have to invest in this field a lot on the smart meter because this is a major concern for the main concern of this project, that privacy concerns for the personal data collected and how it will be
It
used.
never cares about the
Third
existing
is
technology stack.
poor signal.
Runs
So
independently.
as you all know that
React
during
code
monsoon
can be
and other
written on
times
any
signal can be a big
existing
issue. So
system
it is a
that runs on any
disadvantage
technology
that we
stack
have to look
without
for and
returning
how
the
to
code
improve.
base. It
And the
renders
fourth is
on
more
the server
responsibility
side
placed
using
upon the
Node.js
customer for
and
maintaining.
mobile applications.
So now the
using
responsibility
React
has shifted
Native.
from the company to the consumer. So they have to be much more
The next
responsible
point
than
is
before
virtual DOM
and be
and
responsible for the
fast
maintenance.
rendering.
So because no external
React doesn't
people will be
update the
able to
real
maintain
DOM,
it for you.
but
So
the
you have to,
virtual DOM.
people have to be, the
DOM
consumer has to
stands
be
for
much more responsible for the
Document
maintenance.
Object Model, DOM, Document
Next
Object
slide,
Model.
please.
And it defines the logical structure of the
So
document.
whenever we do a
Also
project,
defines
we
the
have
way
to
the document
get
is
an
accessed
idea about
and
what are the future
manipulated.
prospects of the project. So because if we are doing
The
it for now
next
only,
point
then
is
it is of no use.
relational
We
data
have to
binding.
look how in the
When
future
other
the
JS
project is
frameworks
going to
support
help
two data
people and
binding,
how
React
much
comes with
impact
the
will it make. The role of smart
process
metering
relational
prospects for
data binding.
2020 to 2040.
This feature enables
Originally,
React
it
developers
concerned only
properties from
electricity
parent
meters.
to
Now
child
it also
components
includes
via
meters for
read-only
water,
properties.
gas, heat, and
Those
other
are
utilities.
immutable.
The consumption of which should be
The
constantly monitored.
child components then
So
can
as you can see
communicate
that
the parent
previously
component
this
to
was only
update
for
the property
electricity meters.
via
Now it has
callback.
also included meters for water,
These
gas, heat,
immutable
and other
values
utilities. So
update
it's a
the
huge development that is
components each time the
taking place.
property is changed through
The
the
system architecture
rendering
creates a
function.
ready-made solution for the needs of urban
Next
infrastructure
point is
development.
easy to test
Also
web
includes the
application.
concept for creating
React
smart city and
focuses
industry
us to
4.0.
build everything as
The
components
systems
and
are
these
associated with
components always
IoT,
render
Internet
the
of
same
Things concept,
output.
and are based on a
Irrespective
combination of
how
three
many
elements:
times it is rendered or
devices which
who renders
download
it,
data,
or
cloud
where do we want
solutions
to
where
bring
data
down.
is stored, and connectivity, communication technology
Testers
through which
is
data
very
is
easy to
transmitted,
test
while
React
providing
application.
a constant,
Testers
fully
treat
remote
React
access
views
to
as
data in
functions
real
of
time.
the state and
Most of
access
them
the
can be
output
implemented using
by
the
triggering
existing
different
infrastructure,
events
the
and
so-called retrofitting, modernization,
the
digitalization.
next point is
This system
powers
relies
mobile
on the
application
installation of
development.
small IoT devices that collect consumption
React
data
Native
and
was
transfer them
introduced
to
to
the
build
consumer's IT system.
Android,
The
iOS,
installation
and Windows
itself does
apps.
not require
I hope
replacement
you
or
have heard
breach of the
about
integrated
React Native.
meters, thereby
It's a
preserving
technology
manufacturer
used
guarantees
for
and
mobile
low-cost
application
digitalization of the
development.
network. And one can also carry
It was
it
built
out
by keeping
a
the
fast,
same
less
business logic
invasive
as
and safe way.
React.js web app.
Formal smart metering is one such
I
solution.
request all of you to please mute
Next slide,
yourself. Please mute yourself.
So revolution in the utilities industry. So as you all know, a
So it
whole
was
new
built
era of readings has
by
came.
keeping the same
Smart
business logic
metering
as
systems
React
provide
web
components
app
in the utility sector
Thus,
with the
it
ability
saves
to
lot of
monitor
time of the
media
developer and the
supply
production
network
is
and
spent
efficiently
faster
respond to
than other
current
technologies.
events.
Data can be obtained even from meters that are difficult to access and those located at long distances from each other. So this is also a huge advantage that we can also see that where there is a long distance, it is also easy to access and the meters that are difficult. This is also a huge advantage. So they are sent periodically information about the reading, transmission data, and possible failures and errors. And the second is smart metering system operation in practice. So Comarch smart metering system is a solution that has been operating for over a year in practice. At the beginning of 2019, Comarch smart metering was implemented at a water supply company in the United Arab Emirates. The good condition of the current infrastructure there precluded the replacement of currently used meters, so it was necessary to carry out their digitalization. Comarch faced the challenge of retrofitting, which was a great success. The Comarch smart metering implementation confirmed that the device also works in extremely difficult conditions. For example, in desert, in sewage wells, where meters are located at depth up to 8 meters underground. The use of new data transmission technology enabled to constantly transmit consumption and telemetry data in a secure and stable manner. What is important is Comarch smart metering can also rely on other types of technology. Currently, work is underway on the 4G versions. As you can see, this is the diagram of the Comarch smart meter system. There is the underground that I have already discussed there, where meters are located at a depth of 8 meters underground. So as you can see, this is the diagram that has been shown. All that I have discussed earlier.
You can easily scale up, or if you
Next
have
slide, please.
set up the load balancer, then it's capable of
So
handling the load easily.
in the end, we have to conclude what we have learned and how we progress the project. So as the conclusion says,
Let's say
this
today you
paper is
need any of
intended
the
to present
services
an
of
overview
AWS,
of
like
prepared
S3
energy meter
or its
which can
RDS.
control the
You
usage of
can get it
electricity on
in
consumer,
just one
set
click.
to avoid wastage of power. So this is
Another
the main thing that we should avoid wastage of power. So
like its serverless
this is the
architecture.
thing that we should keep in mind, that
Like
the main purpose of this
AWS
project.
has Lambda
Prepared energy
as
meter
a
is a concept
serverless
to minimize
architecture.
the
You
electricity
just
theft
need to
with a
take care of your
cost-efficient manner.
application and
The
rest
users are
will
not
be taken
bound
care
to
by
pay
Lambda
excess amount
itself.
of money. Users have to pay according to
It
their
has a
requirement. Prepaid energy
pay-as-you-go
meter is
model
more reliable
that's
and
very much
user-friendly.
helpful for
The
the clients,
prepaid
and that's why
remote
they are
energy
looking for
meter
it.
proves to
Also,
be a boon in the
you
power
know,
sector. It
these
controls
things
the
are also
usage of
available
electricity
in
of
the other
consumer
cloud-based
set to avoid wastage of power. It
solutions like
helps the
Google Cloud
it
or
helps
Azure.
to
I
the
mentioned
country revenue by
AWS
stopping
because
current
it's on a
theft
high
and
demand,
punishing the
and
dishonest customers.
most of my clients are
However,
looking
the
for
design
this
has to
AWS.
meet certain prepaid
And I think
standards
students,
and regulations.
to
The
learn
only
AWS,
concern is the
as
security
in
and
companies
privacy
most
of
of the
data as
time,
they are prone to
developers
cyber
are
attacks. So as
responsible
I
to
have
work
discussed
on
earlier in the
cloud.
disadvantages section,
So
if you
if you
remember
don't
that
have the
the
basic
privacy
idea of
is of a
cloud,
big,
AWS,
so we have to
then you
improve
will
in that
face
sector a
problems.
lot
So
for the
you should learn about
smart
AWS.
meter to be of a huge
This was
revolution.
my last point.
However, the
That
use of
was not
GSM in this
mentioned in my
particular
PPT,
system
but I thought
provides
to
numerous advantages over methods
So
that have
these
been
were
previously
all
used.
from my side.
Data transmission is
As the
charged
most
at
trending
standard
technology
SMS
as of
rates,
now,
thus the
my
charges are
personal
not based on
experience
duration of
and
data
my
transmission.
opinion.
The cost
Thanks for
efficient of
listening to
readings.
me. And
Developed system
having
also
me
gives
now,
information
I
about
request
daily,
Mr.
monthly,
Soumya
and
to
hourly
take over
usage.
from
So you
here.
can get the three readings as well. So the daily,
Thank you,
monthly,
ma'am.
and yearly power usage.
Thank you,
The
the
details
college
regarding daily power consumption will help customer to maintain power usage. So
share my
if you see that it is getting higher, so you can adjust what you are getting. So this is a huge development that we can see. And this developed system is reliable and
also getting my
secure
stay
as
and also getting
only authorized person can access the system.
hello student.
The next slide,
Also
please.
getting yes sir. Okay.
So as you all know that
of you.
for making a project we have to take help from certain books and videos and all that. So we have taken the help of Arduino with GSM, making a call and sending SMS from a YouTube video. Also Arduino connected to an Android phone via Bluetooth from a YouTube video that we have got, and Arduino tutorial series by Jeremy Plum. So this is a playlist from which we have taken the help of, we have studied the videos properly and how this is taking place. So we have done all the research from these YouTube videos and all that, and from our website labcenter.com, and from our book Programming in ASI, C. Balarvaswamy, and also to learn how Proteus works and how to work in Proteus, we have to understand this. So we have taken the help of understanding and learning from a YouTube video. So this is all. Next slide, please. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone. This is all we have to share.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. So,
Thank you, sir.
first of all,
Thank you, everyone.
so why use the Python for web development? So Python allows build an application.
Okay, so
build a web
it's a wonderful
dynamic.
projection
Allows
from our students. I couldn't even believe Shobhashaji can realize this way. It's a remarkable job done by Shobhashaji.
Yeah, it's a really honest confession, and I think it is important for the student also. So,
Thank you, sir.
I
Thank you, ma'am.
expect that all students should get motivated just from him. Just before only I was like kidding with him.
Now,
He's just like a kid. So I think everyone should understand or should listen, learning from him.
yeah, it is a great
Am I
learning
right
session.
or not, sir?
Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. So I
sir,
just lost
what
my
is the
connection, so I'm back
answer
again.
also here?
Yeah, we have Andy sir. Sir, can you have your words? Maybe there is a technical issue. Yes, ma'am.
I request you because students are there, so if students are having any question, if they want
Yeah,
to
students, so
discuss anything with our students, so please.
So student, if you are having any queries regarding the project, I think there are a lot of queries you may have, you should have. It is a wonderful project and it has been completed in our institute. So if you want to carry forward or go for this kind of project, so what are the components you require, from where you need to start, that kind of question you should ask. And the glimpse of this also provided by Somasachi himself, honest confession.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
So student now
You'll be Python. And second one is you can create the web, you can create the website, or you can create the
so you can come up voluntarily if you have any queries.
matter of few hours.
A very good
And
project work.
it is fully
Personally
loaded
believe
for all the
lot of things there that you can ask.
websites and it's very secure.
So we have our dean sir,
And
Andy
this
sir.
one, why is that? Because
Sir, are you there?
what YouTube, okay,
Tell me.
Dropbox,
Tell me.
or,
Yeah, so
or
I think that is a wonderful project presentation, and we want your comment on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please shed some light on that.
Comment is a good, very good composition.
Yes, sir.
All things are well managed and all these things. Only certain things have to be improved in the next stage that
So, these are the
data directly they are getting in the form of
all these are the
data.
they are
Now, suppose somebody wants to do in lab the data form, then in place of digital data, they are getting analog. So any ADC they have used or DSC digital to analog digital converter. Those things later on they can explain. Now it is not needed, but those things may be.
But this thing can be explained by our future next generation students.
That is why I'm telling
If
you.
they want to continue.
Yes. But the role of ADC and DSC, analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter, in such project is there or not, or if it is there in which way it can be used. All the things the other students, future students, they can learn from this. So this is a milestone type of thing.
and download the Python.
This particular milestone type of thing, and based on which lot of things can be done.
Some instructions and all.
And when we are getting the output, exactly we are getting a square root. If there is a chance that the square root will form or some noise will come or something, so those type of things need more time, and that will make the depth of the work more.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your.
Otherwise, at this with this infrastructure and at this present situation, where the physical involvement in a particular system is less, so they are very good output. I think that those students are very much confident and in future also if they want to utilize this type of skill, practical development type of work, then it will be more helpful to the other people, other students and industrialization also. That is one thing. Another thing is this, they can use this skill to continue masters later on or any other higher degree, and they can go to analytical research side of this type of problem. What is happening? Because now here not is not the end. Lot of analytical researches are there, that the data communication, especially IT side. Whenever the smart grid type of problem or smart power metering type of work will come, where the actual classical electrical is becoming less important, and they are more IT and communication, that is data security, data accurateness, data speed, all these things become more IT supporting. So this is overall good symptom, good indication. Then after that, thank you all.
Thank you, sir. How can you create a project? So student, so very simple. Thank you, sir. Any queries you can ask. So Sobasaji, regarding the component that you are talking about, it's very simple. So from where did you get it?
স্যার আমরা আসলে প্রথমে এখন তো পুরোটাই লকডাউন চলছে, আমরা কম্পোনেন্ট গুলো প্রথমে দেখেছিলাম। মেনলি শুভজিৎ স্যার খুবই হেল্প করেছেন আমাদের এই প্রজেক্টটা করতে গিয়ে। কোথা থেকে কি পাবো, আমি মানে এসকেপ করে গেছিলাম যে অ্যামাজন বা ফ্লিপকার্ট থেকেও পাওয়া যায়। স্যার আর একটা ওয়েবসাইট দিয়েছিলেন, কারণ চাঁদনিতে যাওয়া এখন সম্ভব হচ্ছে না। আমরা মানে কম্পোনেন্ট গুলো আছে কিছু অ্যামাজনে পেয়েছি, আর কিছু স্যারের যে ওয়েবসাইটটা ছিল ওই ওয়েবসাইটটা থেকে নিয়েছি। আর যেগুলো সোল্ডারিং আয়রন বা মাল্টিমিটার, যেগুলো ম্যান্ডেটরি কম্পোনেন্ট, ভোল্টেজ কারেন্ট মাপতে গেলে লাগবে বা সোল্ডারিং করতে গেলে লাগবে, সেইগুলো আমার কাছে ছিল, কিন্তু ওইগুলো খারাপ হয়ে যায়। তো আমি আরেকজন যে বললাম আমাদের কলেজেরই সিনিয়র ছিলেন, তো মানে এখন চাকরি করে, কন্ট্যাক্ট পাই হচ্ছে আমার আর একটা বন্ধু সোর্সে পাই। আমি স্যারকেও বলি, শুভজিৎ স্যারকেও বলি, স্যার বলে হ্যাঁ হেল্প নিতেই পারো। তো ওর থেকে আমি ম্যাক্সিমাম কম্পোনেন্ট গুলো নিয়েছি, আর বাকিগুলো আমি স্যার পারচেজ করে নিয়েছি।
And how did you check the quality of the component? You mentioned that quality of the component is the most important part. So how did you understand this?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, মানে এটা ম্যাক্সিমাম শুভজিৎ স্যারই হেল্প করেছেন আমাদের, মানে কেমন করে কি করব, অনেক কিছু রিসার্চ পেপার আইটিপিসি, যেখানে আমাদের মেম্বারশিপ ছাড়া আমরা সম্ভবত রিসার্চ পেপার গুলো নামাতে পারি না। কেমন করে সার্কিট, একটা সার্কিটের যে আইডিয়া, বেসিক আইডিয়াটা স্যার দিয়েছেন। এছাড়াও যে সিনিয়র ছিলেন আমাদের, ওর থেকে অনেকটা আমরা হেল্প পেয়েছি, মানে কেমন করে কি করব। আমরা প্রথমে সিমুলিংকের প্রোগ্রামিংটা টোটালটা আমরাই করেছিলাম, তারপরে সিমুলিংকের ওই সার্কিটটাকে বেস করে আমরা হার্ডওয়্যারটাকে এগিয়েছি। সিমুলিংকের সাথে তো হার্ডওয়্যার ম্যাচ করে না কোনোভাবেই, কারণ ওখানে মানে পার্টস গুলোকে কম্বিনেশন করে তৈরি করা হয় সিমুলিংকের ক্ষেত্রে, আর হার্ডওয়্যারে মানে ওটা কিনতেই পাওয়া যায় সব কম্বিনেশন অফ পার্ট। তো এইভাবেই মানে ওই সিনিয়র হেল্প করেছে, স্যার হেল্প করেছেন। তারপরে কেমন প্রোডাক্ট কিনতে হবে, কি স্পেসিফিকেশনের প্রোডাক্ট কিনতে হয়, সেগুলো একদমই এক্সপিরিয়েন্স ছিল না আমাদের। তো অনেক মানে ইউটিউব দেখলে পাওয়া যায় না, আমি এটা মানে বলছি, মানে ইউটিউব দেখলে মানে পুরো ক্লিয়ারলি বলা থাকে না। যারা এক্সপিরিয়েন্স স্যার আছে বা সিনিয়র আছে, যারা কাজ করেছে বা কাজ করে, তাদের থেকে জানলে আমার মনে হয় বেটার, তারাই ম্যাক্সিমাম হেল্পটা করে দিতে পারে। আর আমরা এক্সিকিউটে মানে টাইমটা যাতে ল্যাগ করে না যায়, মানে যদি কখনো ল্যাগ করে যায় টাইম, আর যদি প্রজেক্টটা মনে হয় মানে আর রান হবে না, ওই মুহূর্তটাই খুব খারাপ, মানে তখনই ফেল করে যায়। আমি বলবো টাইম ম্যানেজমেন্ট আর কোয়ালিটি কম্পোনেন্ট সেটা তো মেন ব্যাপার। সেটা না জানলে মানে স্পেসিফিকেশন কি, স্পেসিফিকেশনে কি প্রোডাক্ট লাগবে সেটা না জানলে মানে টাকাটাও নষ্ট, সময় নষ্ট, সবই নষ্ট। তাই জন্য একজন এক্সপার্ট ওপিনিয়ন একজন বা দুজন দরকার। And then there is another thing, there is a settings.py.
There is a lot of background work.
It's a good information. I must say, even by Shokosaji, that for doing the project work and research work, should speak to your teachers along as well as your seniors. So all my beloved students are here also. So sir, I would like to request all of our students to put their mail ID in the chat box. This Shobhasati Sharon and Devanshi, can you please write down your mail ID in the chat box so that students can communicate with you through mail ID?
Sure, man. Sure, man.
And now I'm going
And dear student, those who are junior, so one very important information shared by Shobhasachi that YouTube may not always help you in all aspects. So you should have help from your seniors and teachers.
Using this, you can run our course. Okay. Now, whenever and by default, the
স্যার
developer.
আরেকটা কথা আমি বলতে চাই, মানে এটা খুব বাজেভাবে মিস করে যাচ্ছি। আমরা প্রত্যেকেই তো মানে কোর সাবজেক্টে মানে ইলেকট্রিক্যাল, মেকানিক্যাল, সিভিল, এখন পুরো কাজগুলো হয় হচ্ছে মাইক্রো কন্ট্রোলার বা আরডুইনো বেস বা পিএলসি বেস। পিএলসিটা অনেকটা খরচ সাপেক্ষ। আমাদের মেন লাগছে এখন হচ্ছে প্রোগ্রামিং। তো মানে আমরা অনেক জায়গায় আটকে গেছি এই প্রোগ্রামিং এর জন্য। আমাদের ডিপার্টমেন্ট গুলো কম্পিউটার সায়েন্স তো প্রোগ্রামিং জানেই, মানে বেসিক থেকে শিখে আছে, আমাদের প্রোগ্রামিং লেভেলটা অনেকটা কাঁচা হয়। তো এই প্রোগ্রামিং গুলো করার জন্য আমার মনে হয় মানে প্রথম থেকেই মানে প্রোগ্রামিং নলেজটাকে গেইন করা উচিত। মানে অনেক জায়গায় প্রোগ্রামিং নলেজটা লাগে।
স্যার প্রোগ্রামিং নলেজটা শুধুমাত্র প্রজেক্টের জন্য না, it will helpful for all purpose even in campus drive.
So
I
you have
think
programming
everybody
knowledge,
should learn that.
you have programming language in your subject syllabus. So I think those who are starting now, so take this word and give more effort for learning the programming languages. Don't think that programming languages will be essential for computer science or that kind of branch. So take your words from the senior and spend more time on learning the language. And Shobhasachi or Devanshi, can you tell them what are the languages they should focus?
Sir, at least basics you should learn.
This is my app. I can create it. And now I do. Yes, sir. Execution. Now I create my.
So thank you once again, everyone.
থ্যাংক ইউ, স্পেশালি থ্যাংক ইউ অনন্যা ম্যামকে, ডালিয়া ম্যামকে, আপনাকে, শুভজিৎ স্যারকে, রিন আরএনজি স্যারকে, আর আমাদের এনএনজে স্যারকে। কলেজ অলরেডি শেষ, খুবই ভালোভাবে অ্যাটাচে ছিলাম আমরা।
I hope we will remain in
হ্যাঁ স্যার, আমাদের কলেজ লাইফ তো আর এক মাস, আমরা কিছু এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করেছি।
বলছি সব্যসাচী, আর থ্যাংক ইউ, আমাদের দিও না, দিয়া লজ্জা দিও না। তোমরা নিজেরা যেভাবে কষ্ট করে ক্রাইসিসে ডিজার্ভস ক্রেডিট, এখানে আমাদের থ্যাংক ইউ দেওয়ার কোনো দরকার নেই। আমরা এসছি ঠিক আছে, আর এটা তো পরিষ্কার অনেকদিন আগে ঠিক আছে বিটেক পাস করে গেছে, ঠিক আছে, সেটাও কিন্তু একটা বিটেক লেভেলে একটা জিনিসকে তৈরি করতে গেলে যে পেশেন্স দরকার হয়, সেই পেশেন্সটা তোমাদের মধ্যে আছে, ওইটা ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট। আর ম্যাথামেটিক্যাল রিসার্চ অনেকেই করে, এক্সপেরিমেন্টাল আউটপুট দেখানো একটা ছোট জিনিসেরও বলতে সোজা, করতে অনেক কঠিন। এটা আমিও বুঝি, এই জন্য বলছি নিজেদের উপরে কনফিডেন্স রাখো। আর আমরা এসছি, আমরা নিশ্চয়ই সাহায্য করবো, যা কিছু করবো যতখানি সম্ভব চেষ্টা করবো, কিন্তু মানে ট্রাবল শুটিং তোমাদেরই করতে হবে, ট্রাবল শুটিং তোমরাই করবে বেটার, কারণ এত তোমাদের এনার্জিটা বেশি, পেশেন্স বেশি, ওই জন্য আমাদের বেশি দেওয়ার দরকার।
Sir, I will interrupt once. Devanshi, Sharon and Shobhasachi, you should thank to Shobhajit sir specially for such guidance, such wonderful guidance.
শুভজিৎ স্যার আমাদের প্রথম থেকে মানে ইন্সপায়ার করে, নট অনলি ইন ফোর্থ ইয়ার, শুভজিৎ স্যার আমাদের সেকেন্ড ইয়ার থেকেই প্রজেক্ট করার ব্যাপারে ইন্সপায়ার করেছে। তো অবভিয়াসলি
অনেক ইন্সপায়ার করেছে, তারপর ডিপার্টমেন্টাল টিচার
and that you will remember whatever we are
so please
We are faculties, we are whatever we are, whatever the position I have reached today, it is for the students only. Because if the students are not with us, if they are not helping in a such a way, then we should not reach to that this position. So it's always I told them one thing that only work hard and whatever, just try to set your goal first. Because especially this talk is related to project work. I have completed a couple of projects by myself, and then I have guided a couple of project groups, at least more than 15 project groups I have guided. Till now. Whatever the thing I have learned, what I learned, because this is very important thing, being a faculty, what I have learned that every time you should not be successful, but even the failures give you a lot of learnings. So when you are going to do something new, you will learn something new. So do just for that learning. Don't focus on that I will make these things, I will invent that thing. Not like that. We are undergraduate students. I'm guiding undergraduate students most of the time. So there is chances of having invention is very less. But what you are learning, that chance is more. So when you are trying to execute your project, just go for that. What is you learn? And again, it's a teamwork, because after completion of fourth year, it's the most important thing it will have, that is a teamwork. Because with you cannot make everything possible as a one man army. So you need your team should be prepared in a proper way. This people has so that's why we have formulated our project execution in a process there. That first of all, the team build up is the first thing. So the students are given the chance to make their own team, and then they can choose their favorite topic, because they should not choose a favorite faculty that which if they might have some good report. It's not like that. Which topic you are trying to take, or which topic you are want to learn, that is the two most important things we are give our emphasis on there. And whenever the students get that chance, I think after that it's responsibility of all the teachers to guide them properly, because we have all completed our undergraduate and postgraduate programs, so we learned something. Now we have to just show them the path that how should they follow. And I think that if that same way has been followed by the students, it will be a success. It will be there without any question. Thank you, ma'am, for organizing such a good quality program. Yes, yes, ma'am. So, I think yeah, we can conclude, and I will ask you, ma'am. Why you giving the blank? Because this is my language. So I will ask you, sir. Give a vote of thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. In your project, you are studying. So can we leave now? That's why writing. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you all. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now,
We are leaving.
by default, this URL will be institute that include my app slash URL. Okay. Now is it clear? Now you're getting these things? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting these things properly? Now, after that, we have to be import these things in our settings.py. Why this is all the settings have been given in. So that's why I have to be import here my application name. As all the installed apps have been given. Okay, so that's why I'm giving here my application name. What is my application name? My app, right? So write my app slash my app dot. What is the application name? It's the app.py, and into this app.py all the application details have been given in app.py, and dot. What is the name of this application of this app? The class name is my app one, right? So that's why you have to write here my app. My app one. Save this file, and also I have been a mistake here. file and now run. Python manage.py, then run server. Whenever you run, and now refresh this page. Okay, render missing two arguments because there is no template has been defined here. I have been created a view in our view page that but we did not mention here the notice. Then we will write as a request, then comma my app slash form.html. Now save this and now refresh this thing. Okay, this application has been created, right? Your HTML page, your view has been created and congratulations to guys. All you can get there. Welcome to Django application, right? Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am showing you how can we use the CSS on all these things. So suppose I am create a CSS file and CSS is a static file. So you can write here and you can create another page. Suppose I am create another page, and so that's why I'm creating a new file, new HTML file. Suppose I'm creating a new HTML file that is about, and now this is writing about, and then this is the home page. That's why I'm writing at home, and all these things have been displayed in our browser, right? This is the home, and whenever I click on the about, that means you can go the about page, right? So you have at first you have to create a view in your view function view file, then file div, then about if you about, then write a request and then return, then render and then request, comma, same as. Can you tell me what is the argument we have to pass there?
My app slash about.html.
Okay, very good, about.html. Thank you for your response. That is very good. And now it's completed. Now you have to be write here. Whenever you write here slash about, it does not display anything. It is not found. Why? Why it is displayed? Because we create the view, but that view has not been defined in our URL. That view has not been defined in our URL. That is the process, my application's URL, right? So that's why it gives an error. So that's why you have to define the the URL. What is the URL we want to will be here. So that's why whenever all the about that time it will be all that function about, and then when I'm adding an about page. Okay, now save this file and save, and now go to your browser. Now it's display about, right? Because here nothing has been displayed, nothing has been and written in HTML. That's why it is display about. Okay. And now suppose I want to create some static file. Okay, so that's why. So in Django, CSS or images, all these things are treated as a static file. So that's why we have to create another folder that's the static STATIC like templates. Now I am creating a new folder, my app. Into this my app, I want to create a new file, that's a CSS file, style sheet, and writing a style. Okay, and now I can write here the CSS. The CSS file has been written here. Just a minute. I'm writing some CSS for you guys, and now copying this CSS. Copy and paste here. And now save this file. After that, can you tell me how can we insert the external CSS in our HTML file? Anyone can tell? Anyone can? Style, link, then REL, then style sheet, then type also, text or CSS, then HTML, right? And you have to be, whenever you use the static file, so that means you have to write a load static. This is Django convention, and now you can write a static, then my app slash style dot css. And now I'm creating the menu here. This is the menu code has been written here. I've written for you guys. Copy these things and now paste here. Set this. Just a minute. Static is not found. Static. It's not found. Just a minute. Hold on. Static. Okay. I got the problem. We have to be start from server. Now, now your URLs have been created, right? Yes or no? The navigation menu has been created.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I can create the link with that navigation place. How can I create the link? Just right here. Just right here. Percentage and percentage static. Sorry, URL. And then what is the name of the page in URLs.py? Home page, right? And then that's how you have to write here. Home page or this one. And for this one, this is about page. Okay. Save these things and go to the browser and refresh. Whenever you click the about, that time it goes to the about page, right? Into the about page, you have to do same things. and same way, right? So about.html, this is about, and now this all this thing is okay. I did not mention to load the stack. Okay. This deviate is load stack. Save this and go to your browser and let's check. Okay, this is about this. So guys, this is from my end. And do you have any doubts or any questions? Thank you for listening. Do you have any doubts or any questions from your end? Then you can ask me. Hello, students.
No, sir, no doubt.
No doubt. So very good. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Shoibal Roy, the project manager of TVOF Exponent Services Private Limited, and he will share his experience with you. So please, Shoibal sir. Hello, Shoibal sir.
So much so. Actually, sir is having some problem with his microphone. So at first, I would like to introduce, Mr. Philip Kumar Sinha first. If sir will be available, then definitely come back. Okay. You please introduce. Yes, sir. Hello. Hello, Philip sir.
Hello.
Yes. So when sir is here, you please introduce.
Okay. Hello, Shoibal sir. Hello. Okay. So I like to introduce Mr. Sejit Kumar Sinha. He is senior HR manager of our company, and so of the Euphoria. So this is
Good evening, all of students. So till this time, actually, you have got some technical knowledge transferred to you people, right? So have you enjoyed it, students?
Yes, sir.
Have you enjoyed it and got about information about Django as well as some Python?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So from technical end, we just want to stick to the HR field. That is, I just want to take you from technical uh, part from to HR part. Okay. Just a minute. I will share my screen. Just a minute.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. Okay. Now,
Okay, you can finish. Yeah.
so in that case, I will hand over to you, or I'll go take over.
I think I can just take it from here if I'm. If
Okay,
you're
fine,
with
fine,
me.
fine, fine. So one thing, students, I just want to stay back
in the technical field. Okay, after that I'll go for your HR field. So I just hand over my charge to Mr. Shrival sir. Okay, and he will give some technical enhancement for to you people. Okay, sir, please carry on. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, let me, I think 31 participants are on board. Welcome. Let me first share the agenda of this talk from my side. Let me share the link with it. And just let me know if that is visible to everybody. If the link is visible to everybody, just let me know in chat.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Thanks. So let me share my screen. I think. So what we'll be doing is that we'll be developing a hands-on web server with Node.js on AWS Cloud. So I think it's visible, right? To everybody.
Yes, sir.
I'm on the AWS console basically. So let's first, like as part the agenda, let's first build a web server that we are going to build with Node.js. First, we need a server basically. So in cloud, AWS is a cloud service provider. I think some of you are like familiar with cloud concepts. You know the cloud providers like
Yes, sir.
AWS. Okay, great. So let's create a server on the cloud on the fly. But there is a disclaimer over here is that it's completely for development purpose. It's not whatever I'm showing out right now is not concerned with moving into production. Obviously, in production, we need to take a lot of things into care. So, but it's just to make you start with AWS Cloud. So, or like basically developing on AWS Cloud, that would be much more proper for you. So, for that reason, I'm just here along with me. I'll just show you the steps. Like I'm selecting an Ubuntu instance on the fly. We can choose in what OS we can choose. We'll just select Ubuntu, but we have a range of OS available to be launched in our server. But for convenience, we are now taking Ubuntu 20. And then with this instance type, like this is a series of steps that I will be performing to create like a server, basically not a web server. It's just a server that will convert it to a web server. So basically over here we will select just as a normal machine we can select the memory. Cloud offers a variety of the things, so we'll just go on with a free tier, and it's 1 gig of RAM and 1 core of CPU. I think it's mostly, yeah. So we'll be attaching a hard disk that's around 25 GB of memory in the server, and we'll just name it as a new web server because we'll be checking out Node.js. So this is just an AWS way of tagging out the things so that you can just check it out that which for which key and how much resources are required. Those things that there are various purposes of tagging the things up. So it's sometimes it's very easy for the developers to identify it through text. Other than that, that is just an AWS way of representing the tags basically. And after that, like this is a security protocol. Basically, this
it's a firewall that's been written. Basically, behind the scenes, it's a firewall that is going on, but it's an AWS way of telling the firewalls that which industry, whom and who allow. So we're just writing it out. Just bear with me. These things are like for development. This wouldn't be of any. Uh, this wouldn't be of any part basically because like this will already be set up and being sent to you. So we'll be just doing it. For example, and remember this is I'm again giving you a disclaimer that it is completely for developing, like getting your hands on with it. So that's why we are showing it as a demo because like it's not a usual way of practicing out the development staging for production way of doing things. It's just to make things work basically and to show you up that how much easy it's onto cloud or onto developing on cloud rather than develop going on premises, basically on premises solutions and all. So we'll just take it from here and we'll launch the instance. We need to choose a SSH key over here. Download the key here. It is very important because it's basically the key to the server because we can't entry into the server without. So we are just trying to launch till it has been launched. Let me do like we have the first task we have already done. We have building an AWS ACP instance, which would be our server where we would be running our web server basically. So for running a web server like Nginx and all, we need to install that, and before that we need to connect to that EC2 instance. Since we have clicked on launch EC2 instance wizard, so it's launching out the stuffs, and you can see that it's currently initializing the checks and all. So this is basically like from here your journey basically starts when you do the development maybe in Django like previously Sumitra told or like Node.js, which I will be showing you up in a bit. So it's from here basically when connecting to the server or whatever web app or whatever application you have developed, you can deploy it on the cloud. Basically, you can start developing on the cloud in that scenario. So this would be your journey from here because after the initializing everything and all, it will be sent to you with proper credentials, and you will be connecting to this web server. And first, even like the web servers and all that will be built up, but the Node.js part, the application part, business logic part, that you need to be developing over here will be shown now. Okay, so let's first. Am I audible to everybody? Right? Clear, because like people are mute everybody. I think. So is it audible to everybody? Right? You are getting on to it.
You are clearly audible.
Okay. So you can see that the status checks are being done. It's initializing the status checks. It takes much time because like it's onto the cloud. So it takes a bit time because like it's initializing everything. It's booting up your server behind the scenes and doing everything for you. Let's till it is ready. So let's first create a PFP file for it. So what I will be showing you. Does anyone aware of this application Bitwise?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, be learning some of the tools also. So let's first create. This is basically an SSH tool that you can connect to. That helps you to connect to the server. And since I'm showing it on Windows machine, so I'm using Bitwise. If I have been in Mac or Linux, I'll be using Shell itself. I'll be using Shell here itself because there is an integrated terminal with this application to available for the Windows users. Basically. So I'll be taking out from here the IP address and I will start configuring of the things. Basically, here we will be placing the public IP. This would be sent in your mail basically after the DevOps they used to set up the things up, and they will be providing the host. The port would be 22 because, like most of you are aware that connecting through SSH is 142. Does everybody aware of this ports? Basically, the ports that HTTP uses. Can somebody tell us? Unmute yourself and just tell if you know.
80.
Okay, great. And SSH, HTTPS?
300 something.
No, not
400.
443. Okay.
433.
The things are that, like, say for example, for MySQL database, if you connect to a MySQL database, it's again 3306. But yes, that we can always customize. Okay, that we can always customize onto a server. But still will take on with the standards. But due to some reasons of security, the database servers and all, their ports needs to be changed just for the security, for some security reasons. Other than that, for SSH 2012 or HTTP, it is much of the standards. So I'm connecting with the username Ubuntu, and this would be a public key. Public key, it's basically if you need a clear analogy. Public key is generally our way of saying it to the server that I'm supplying you the key so that you can open the lock and allow me in. Okay. So open the lock of the server and have our access onto the server. We will be importing this key over here and we will be selecting this profile one. This profile one is being chosen as the key that we have just created while creating the server in the AWS cloud. Okay, so this configuration would basically allow us to get into this web server, into this server, which has Ubuntu installed. A fresh Ubuntu has been installed and nothing more has been done in it. So it's much the same thing that if you create an if you just format your computer with a Ubuntu OS, it's the same thing that's on this server. And now we'll be connecting it and we'll be checking out if the status checks are being completed or not. So you can see that status checks are running. Okay, so this means that the server is running. So most frequently there are sometimes you get a problem when logging into the server. That's where when you have to report it, like you get a flow connection error, or like you wouldn't be allowed to get into the server. This is where you have to report it to your like the senior head or person who is handling like the DevOps part. They need to be known about it because it sometimes the statistics fails on the server and we need to correct it again in the AWS console. So this is where the things goes wrong and you are not allowed to get into the server. But I think now everything is fine, everything things are coming up and the main running tab is also the instance is running smoothly. So now we can log into the server. have already been allowed, authentication has been completed. We will get a series of very meaningful sentences that have been written for the of the developer. What we are using, that we are using a public key authentication method to connect into the server. That's why I have told you this profile one basically represents the public key that we have selected to get into the server. And now, once we get into the server, you can see that by clicking this, we get to the terminal. For security reasons, I am hiding a bit of the IP. And while clicking on this SFTP window, you will see that that's the normal. And if any people is using Ubuntu, I think they have the same thing in their part. Does anybody works on Ubuntu or Linux or on any Linux variety?
No, sir.
So there is nothing much like you will get some shell command and all. So you get used to of it. It's not often one, not of an issue basically. You just do some checks. You will see that over here right now. If I take this IP and say for example I give it new. So you people would see that there is nothing it would come. Have you tried it in your machine? See, with this IP trackable, see this site it can't be reached and it's refusing to connect because the HTTP protocol is allowing the users to get into the server, but there is nothing hosted over here. So let's boot up a web server. Have you people tried in your system? Just let me know in the chat. If you click that IP and you are not seeing anything. If you are not seeing anything, that is correct. Just let me know in the chat. I'm just installing a web server because like it's simply the things that in Windows we have to double click on the things, and in Ubuntu or Linux varieties we have to fire some commands to install the things. So it's their way of installing all the things. That's what I'm doing with installing a web server. I think it's getting booted. Anybody has clicked into this IP? People can unmute yourself and just share up. I think it would be much informative than this webinar. In the chat, I have given an IP.
It is showing NIGX server is running.
Yes, great. So now it's being run. Okay. So like if I stop the server, it will show you up that HTML. Yeah, I think you know the HTML, right? You people know HTML. Yeah, okay, fine. So now you have been shown as an HTML over here. So it's showing up an HTML. But if I stop the web server, then you be able to see. Again, refresh the part and just let me know if you are seeing it. Just refresh that IP.
It is saying the site cannot be reached.
Exactly. So this is what it is happening. I think you people are onto the point that, and now again if you refresh, you will get the thing that welcome to Nginx. So Nginx is a web server that we mostly use. Even onto production, it's a very high speed web server, very favorable for developers also, and system admins. And it has got some goodies in it, and we'll be using moving forward. We run a web server, we connected it with an 8 SSH keys. Like we have connected it using Bitwise. People have seen that I've used this tool and I've connected it to Bitwise. And then what we'll be doing is that we'll be using installing Node.js. Many people are familiar with JavaScript.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. You are familiar with Node.js?
Little bit.
So let's create a web server. I'll just put a very small snippet because it will be shown as just a demo because we are running out of time. So we will be installing up the Node.js onto the web server, and we will be doing up some. So these parts, what I am doing with the installation part, that already being into the server, so it's not of an issue. Your part will be starting from the development. So you will be whatever person who is responsible. If anybody of you are developing web applications on Django, you have to know about Django part. If any people are doing with Node.js or PHP or like Java Spring Boot, so it's onto the application level where you need to concentrate on much more than this. But you need to know how to connect to the web server, how to connect to a AWS web server, and how to deploy up the things at least on the application level, because that will be necessary down the road. So it's installing of the things. So let's first create, say for example, we'll be creating a server.js on the server. And here it is a very small code statement that has been written on Node.js. We are requiring up an HTTP library, and we are clearing up the host name and localhost 3000. We are running this script on port 3000. So after running this script, we will be seeing that that another Node.js server, basically a server built on Express or like any other more framework, much more framework that you will find out. You can use that to create a web server, and you can just run it in your shell. For example, if I just run this one, if I just see the files here, the file is over here with server.js. Now let's just run it as a debugging one. Let the server be always be running on the terminal. You see the terminal is not existing. You can see it. Is it visible to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you see that terminal is not existing now. So what we will be doing is that we will again pull another terminal. And what I would do over here is that you can just see that I've told you that this script will be run on port 3000. So let's curl means you would be familiar with this curl request and all. It's just like a console way of saying browser web. Okay. So I'll do it in this way that you will be you see you can see the hello world over here. You can see this hello world is okay. So, but if you just go on to this and if you just along with the IP, you just write over here 3000, it wouldn't be visible, and even the IP is only showing welcome to Nginx. We are not seeing hello world that should be shown up, but we are seeing that a Node.js server, basically the Node.js application. So here there would be much more files than this. It's a very small bare bone application that can be at least at the minimal to be shown as a application with an index route or showing you the hello world. That is running on port 3000. The server is saying that it is running on port 3000, but the port 3000 is not accessible from the outside world. You see, this is the browser way of calling this. It's would be associating a colon with 3000. Okay, but it's again showing us that the site cannot be reached. But if we go to the IP, what we would be seeing? We would be seeing this engine again, this engine. But we need the hello world over here. The Node.js application which we have deployed, we need it over here. Again, some configuration would be done into the server, and it would automatically render the hello world over here. So let's just copy a configuration and this is purely concerned with the deployment part, so that wouldn't be your factor. Your factor would be developing the entire code base on the server, like on the application on the JS files. So this wouldn't be of much concern, at least on the start. Just commenting some of the things and activating some of the things. This is just a web server config file that I am editing so that you people can know what I am doing. And this is done. We will be checking that whatever configuration we have done in the engine is correct or not. It's saying it's not holding me up, it's saying me it's okay completely. So now we can just restart the service and revisit the IP. So what you are seeing in your side?
Hello world.
Okay, great. So we can even do some changes. Let's do some editing over there. Let's edit this file and rerun it. Hello to this webinar. So it's an environment. Basically, Node.js is an environment that allows you to build up web servers. You can deal with the main application servers. You can do many crazy things out there. So you will learn a lot over working with Node.js, Node.js basically. So let's save this file, close it, and then again stop it and then rerun the server.js again with node server.js. So again, you people just refresh the page and what you are seeing now.
Hello to the webinar.
Okay, great, great, great. So you can see that this on this terminal, it's still blinking out here. So as soon as I if I just close it, you wouldn't be able to see that sign. The reason why I'm telling you to check along with me so that you people can understand that this is the debugging way of doing the things and not the deploying of the things. So as soon as I just stop this server running, you will see that the IP which you are visiting, it's not showing anything. You can just refresh the IP.
It is showing 502 bad gateway.
Exactly. Because like now on 3000, it's not broadcasting out the things. It's not splitting, it's not telling the Nginx web server, okay, I'm not running on port 3000. So to make it continuously running onto it, we will be using a tool called PM. Okay, that will be installing that on server. It's completely server specific. But since it's related to Node.js and it's also a Node.js package basically, npm package, so we would be installing it onto the server. And after the installation has been completed, you will see that the server will be running forever and it wouldn't be stopping out, and we don't need to again open the terminal while it is running. So what we would now do is that the command for it is the pm2 start server.js. Okay, so here you can see the server is online. Now you can visit that IP again. So what you people are saying right now? Now the error is gone.
Yes, it is live.
Previous one. Hello to this webinar of developing with Node.js, right? Good. We did the thing. What we did is that you will see that over here the status is always showing online, and you can see that even if we just close this terminal also, like we close all the terminals and then again you start refreshing the page, you'll see the same thing that has been done forever. Okay, so what you people had to do in your part, when you would be given this connection, you would be allowed to enter on through this site, and when there would be an application that would be built on Node.js. So for example, you are developing something and you did it and you would be writing it as, again we would be editing of the things. This would be a normal way of doing the work. After you do all your work in the local, what you would be doing is that you will go onto this script and you will change the thing. We did it. We did it. And say for example we close up the things and then again you come to this over here and you see the status over here that the server.js is running. So what we can do is that we just need to run as pm2 restart. That's why I was telling you about pm2, just because it would be required while you do the things. You just run this command pm2 restart all, and again now if you just go over here, you will see the reflection would come out. We did it. It came out. But if you don't restart this, it wouldn't take the file and again rerun it on the server. Get my point?
Yes.
So this is your way of the server way of running the script forever, and you'd be thinking that why two web servers are basically running. One is the Nginx that is also being termed as a web server, and with Node.js also we have created an HTTP server. But the capability of a full-blown web server like Nginx is much more than that a good way of developing a HTTP server or Node.js. So we need to shield that out with a proper web server like Nginx, and we have to route that application from Nginx to Node.js. So that's why we have edited the Node Nginx config and we have routed out here to our Node.js application. That is basically running on port 3000 and that is not being accessible from the outside world for the sake of security. Okay, so now on to the next step. Like from here, what happens that this IP, any of the like any of the websites can be resolved into a particular IP. So that IP is basically doing this behind the scenes. So this is what that is happening onto the cloud, and basically when it comes to like the deployment part of the thing, and when it comes to like how you do that thing in a production way, it's a bit different, but the way I've shown you of developing as a coder, like you do your changes, you push your changes to the GitHub repository. Basically, there is one thing that is more, that is in between these things is a web version control, which I can't show you due to the lack of time. But I think there are more popular videos and out there on YouTube and everywhere you can just learn about it. It's a very useful tool. It's being used in industry a lot. Basically, it's a version control system that just works like your Google Drive. Basically, it makes a version copy of everything, and you can just revert back to any copy you want. And I think I've shared the first link with you is like GitHub link where I have created a markdown file to just list down our agenda topics over here. Okay, so you can just get into these steps. So basically these are the steps that's mostly like when you after this, like after you are, this is the step that you need to perform in your end. SSH keys, you need to understand that okay, you need to point out through Bitwise and you have to connect it through the web server, and then like how you need to work, that is just a hands-on, that how you need to work in real while you are coding, while you are doing the codes, and you have to deploy your codes onto the server. This is how you connect to the AWS cloud, and you have to manipulate your scripts and just rerun the servers and all. Okay, so rerun the basically the application with PM2. PM2 is just a process manager. I'm just taking a bit of time over here explaining why PM2 is necessary, because we have seen that otherwise we have to make the terminal remain opening, just remain open to just view the web server that has been built on Node.js. So that's where basically PM2 comes to rescue, and it helps to run that script forever. Okay, so I think the flow is clear. People have understood the flow. Is there any queries from your side?
No, sir.
So I think I'll better. I think no queries from you people, right? So I'll be handing it over to Mr. Tridip Shina.
Yeah.
Okay. So that you can continue. Thanks everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Roy. Thank you, Shamit Sudarshan, as well, Shukla. So they have transferred till this time the technical knowledge to you people. And now, have you enjoyed last part of the technical sessions?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have you learned something else?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fine. So I just want to take you from technical arena to HR arena. So just I want to share my screen just a minute. So, welcome to Euphoria Genex HRM department. So, what is the full form of HRM? Do you know about that? What is the full form of HRM? Do you know, students? Am I audible?
Human resource manager.
No, human resource management, not manager. Somehow you are right, but this is human resource management. Okay, so this is HRM department. So I'm just going for 4 years in this HRM department, and initially I just want to share something information, some information, rather survey results to you people regarding the campus recruitment scenario for 2021 and 2022. So let's just come out with that. You can check this graph pattern. We have big giant companies where you can check, that is TCS, Infosys, that is Infy, HCL and Wipro. So these are the projection they are providing for in Q1 of FY21, that is financial year 21. Okay, so this is an information that you have to know. Basically, for TCS with organizations, giant tech organization, they are looking for around 40K in 2021 as well as 2022. These are the two financial year they are looking to hire around 40K people in each year. Next is Infosys, which is called as Infy. They are looking for 2021 17K, that is around 17,000 people. They are looking for hiring people. In 22, that is 2022, they are looking for 24K people, that's 24,000 people in 2022. Another tech giant, that is HCL. They are looking for 12,000 in FY21, and in FY22 they are looking for 15K, that is 15,000. And for Wipro, another tech giant, they are going for at par, that is 12,000 or 12,000, that is 12K and 12K. So this is basically a campus hiring outlook for four giant tech organizations. Four giant tech organizations, so that I have written over here, you can check, that is big four IT companies may hire around 91,000, that is 91K numbers of freshers in 2021 and 2022. This is a good news, this is a positive news to the students who are in this way, who are in that way. And not only that, there's a pandemic situation going on, but we are the humans. Naturally, we have some optimism. By fueled by of that optimism, what 50% organization are expecting hiring become fully active after September 2021. Now, what is going on? That is June 21, but after September 2021, 50% of organization are going to hire and become fully active if the situation is in control. But this is basically survey and done by CareerNet Technologies, one of the great technology company. Okay, so this is a survey report regarding the recruitment scenario. But I just want to give some neutral to negative news. What is that? About 23% IT/ITES organization have their hiring completely paused for Q2. Q2 means quarter of a year. Okay, an year is divided by 4 quarters, but they are very much saying that 23% IT/ITES organization have completely paused for Q2. But for 23%, 8% of 23%, 8% of that 23%, there is some little to positive news, that is they were expecting the pause to continue in Q3. This is a negative part also, not positive but negative part. That's Q2 and Q3, maybe they will be deactivated. The recruitment part will be deactivated. But another positive news, what I just want to share with you, 64% of e-commerce organization, majority part, that is 64% are the majority part of e-commerce organization, they are hiring to be partially active in Q2 and Q3. So there is some neutral to negative news as well as neutral to positive news This is a combination news. This is a scenario. This is a situation. So that is the campus hiring outlook for 2021 and 2022. So now just coming up another survey. Uh, Basically, the organization are coming to recruit in campus drive through campus drive in a campus. The basically in college campuses, but that type of companies around 115 recruiter companies. That survey has been done upon them. Okay, and they have given what the challenges they have faced while they are hiring from campus recruitment drive or for any campuses. What are the parts? That is lack of communication. They are facing that problem. Second point is lack of analytical skills. And another part is students' refusal to join a company after accepting the offer. Next point is salary expectation, and this last but not the least, that is skill gap. What is skill gap? What are the skill gap means? Basically, ability to hire. How can it be enumerated? Basically, when knowledge plus the skills, okay, which is earned by the students, that will be incorporated, then it will give our ability to be hired in any organization. So knowledge, this is a soft skill, and hard skill, what the soft skill means your knowledge, hard skill is what you have what you have earned through whatever the training you have got, whatever the skills you have earned, that will be the hard part. Okay. So when the combination is coming up on that time, their ability of hiring will be higher. Okay. So next, I'm coming up. Uh, this is a silver lining outlook for silver lining outlook that in the time of down the line of 4 to 5 years. What is the silver lining outlook? That is the great lockdown will accelerate digitization. The great lockdown, you have know about that in 2020 and 2021 also the lockdown period, a partially lockdown period is going on. But the great lockdown will accelerate the digitization. What is the type of digitization? In world scenario, in world job market scenario, there is a new jobs will be coming up around 149 million by 2025 in world scenario. But where the deployment is coming up, that is 1 million in privacy and trust, 6 million in cyber security, and another part is 20 million in data analysis and machine learning and AI. What is AI, students? Do you know the full form of AI?
Artificial intelligence.
Exactly sure. And 23 million will be cloud and data roles. Cloud and data roles. Just before that part, that HR part, you have learned about the cloud part, AWS cloud part. Okay. So 23 million job opportunity coming up in cloud and data roles. And 98 million will be in software development part. So this is a good news for the students. Down the line, 4 to 5 years, they are getting the opportunity in world basis 149 million opportunity will be created. So you have the scope to be hired in organization in any time, whatever in India or outside of India, no problem. Anyway, next one. So enhancing the employability skills, scenario and strategy. Basically, already I have given the scenario. Already, already I have given the scenario and what will be the strategy for you people. See, first of all, you have to check what are the challenges in the job market. First of all, too many talents changing, too few proper match profile job. Basically, proper match profile job is a particular part. The students are coming up with the campus recruitment drive But sometimes in giant companies, they're getting the opportunity, but they're not getting the proper matched profile job opportunity. That creates a problem for the students. This is a problem. This is a challenges to the students to get the job market today. The next part is less time to convince the interviewer. Basically, when the virtual interview is coming up, on that time you will get around 5 to 10, max to max 5 to 7 minutes. But this is basically a less time to convince the interviewer about yourself. Next part is only good academics does not guarantee you a job. Basically, maybe you people are 9 pointer, maybe you people are 8.5 pointer for CGPA, but that good academics don't make you or don't provide you or guarantee you a job. What is the necessity part? Upskilling is necessary. Upskilling with your academics, upskilling is always necessary. That is your skill development is necessary. Now, next part is interviewer looks at various competencies in that short span of time. That is the part, that is the strategy, what I have written over here. That is the part, that is the strategy what I have written over there. What is that? Setting goal, strategical thinking, analytical ability, communication skill, presentation skill, body language, ability to handle stress. So these are the traits you have to check. These are the traits, and on that basis, or that are the interviewer looking for that competency in a student, what they have in a short span of time. So these are all behavioral traits that they will check. Okay, next. Now I just want to interact with the students. Do you have any idea about how many rounds generally happen in a campus recruitment drive? Please students, from your part I just want to get the answer. How many rounds happen in a campus interview? Please, any students? Do you have any idea? Am I audible to you?
No, sir. No idea.
No idea.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So initially, I just want to give you the information. Generally, 3 rounds will happen. Initial round is online test or written test, whatever. Next round is technical interview, and last round is what is that last round? It is teacher round. Okay. So I just want to give a case study. Suppose in a first round, 50 students appeared for the interview, okay, regarding the online test. But from first 50 students, only 30 students disappeared, 30 students selected for the second round, but 20 students will be rejected, or rather, they are not qualified for the second round. Okay. So from among those 30 students, okay, when the technical interview is coming up, 10 students has been selected for HR round. But for 10 students, 2 students selected ultimately, but 8 students rejected. Why? Why 10 students? Among the 10 students, 2 students selected, but 8 students rejected. Because of this seat. Because of this seat, you can check. This is the HF seat, and in HF this seat, you can check the qualities and attributes that looks forward by the HF people in any student. First of all, communication. They are going for technical knowledge. They have got the information from the second round. They'll put that in a set. And other part is enthusiasm and motivation, intelligence and creativity, teamwork, adaptability, open-mindedness, discipline, planning and organizing, and self-management. These 9 traits is a behavioral trait that the HR people will check. That's why, if they have not that type of traits in a particular parameters, if they will quick on that parameters, in that case, what happened? Two students will be selected, 8 students will be rejected. That's why HR people, the bad people, basically they are rejecting. They are not taking, though they have the credibility because of the technical ability they have, but from the HR point of view, according to the qualities and attributes or traits, they are not finalized for final absorption. So this is the problem. That's why HR people are not the right with their bad people. Okay, students. Next. So necessary steps you to be hired. First of all, be focused on your preparation. Be focused on your preparation. Next is set your career goals. And other part is identify your strength and weakness. Very important. And another part is analyze what you have to offer to an organization, what you would hope to get by that. Upskilling, what I have said initially, also in the previous some slides before, I've said that is upskilling is necessary because skill gap to minimize the skill gap. You can check this picture. That is what I have said earlier also. This knowledge plus skills that will provide that incorporation, that knowledge and skills incorporation will provide you the ability to get the job. That's why this is necessary. Upskilling is very much necessary. This is the part of your skill development. Next. So, what is success mantra? First of all, communication should be good, technical knowledge, problem solving, and teamwork. For the fresher people, these four is very necessary. The red colored part, and when 6 months experience to be done, then you have another three part that is planning and organizing, self management, learning skills. Okay, so these are the success mantra for the students in case of campus recruitment drive. Okay, next. So, where and how can enrich your tech specialization? Let's see. Basically, I just want to show you that is the most wanted programming languages. Most wanted programming languages specialization. If you check, this is the Python is 30.2%, but other part that is JavaScript around 18.5%, Go 17.9%, TypeScript, but is used in Angular part that is 17%, and Rust that is 14.6%, Kotlin is 12.6%, Java 8.8%, C++, you know all C++, that is 8.6%, SQL part is 8.2%, and ASP.NET with C Sharp, you know that is C Sharp, that is 7.3%. So most wanted programming language is Python, because from Python you can move anywhere. You can go for data science, you can go for big data, Hadoop, you can go for other parts also, web development, machine learning, you can go, and AI also. That's why this Python is most essential, most important, and most wanted programming language that is necessary to upskill yourself. Next part. So we take this year whatever the students, okay, you can enrich your technical skills, uh, project and interns. This is very much necessary, and not only that, in which field you have to go for. Basically, you have to go for industry-friendly technologies. Whatever the project and internship that should be done with the industry-friendly technology, what is running on. That is very much necessary. That's why we have given that the project and internship of BTech and BCNC students is designed with skill development officer. Basically, they know, they understand. That's why they can motivate the students for development of innovative product software in their respective domain. And this project will help students to understand the development cycle of software and analysis phase of it. And another part is Inforia JNX, where form we are an ISO 9001 2015 ITS organization located in Sector 5 and in Salt Lake City. We are offering professional life project experience and internship opportunity to the BTech students for getting foolproof exposure in IT world. Not only that, the mentor enabled students to face the real challenges during that process of software development. So this is a part of your internship and project. Basically, you have to spend some time in an organization as an intern. As an intern means you have to do some job in a particular time frame in an organization, you can understand the scenario, or rather you can be accustomed to the organization where you maybe in future you will get some good chances, so that you can understand what is the actual environment in IT industry. That is necessary to know. And not only that, project and internship always you do with the industry friendly technologies, and not only that in live environment, that will be beneficial to you. Clear, students? Next, what is the flow track? In that case, we have, if you come over to Euphoria, then you can come over, no problem, where you can do your skill development with your project, and from that, we'll send it, or rather, we can put it in our technical collaborator, that is TOM Exponent Services Private Limited. The live project execution will be there. Not only that, from there, you will get the mentorship from the developer part for execution of the project. Okay, and on that time you have some merit test, so that you, if you qualify for that merit test, you can go for internship with our technical collaborator, that is the Services Private Limited. And if you get through the internship, whatever the time you can spend, after that your final interview will be coming up. If you qualify, that final interview can be absorbed over into your Experience Services Private Limited as a trainee with a good package. If you can't, no problem, maybe you can't qualify. For that case, you can get certification as well as other job assistance you can get from the other technical collaborator we have. Like you can check his name over here: Tangent Tech Solutions, Trustone Tire Private Limited, Management Computer Consultants Private Limited, that is MCCIIT, and also Advanced Solution. Other companies, you can get the opportunity for job assistance. Okay, so this is a flow track for your project and internship in case of BTech students and also CNNC students in F4. So what we provide in internship aspect and project aspect: project definition selection, guiding in programming language selection, guidance on creating project report, project definition, requirement analysis, diagram design, data dictionary, language training, design, development, testing, presentation. Not only that, instruction in making project presentation, hands-on training for programming language, mentoring project from industries. But what are the benefits you are getting or reaping the benefits? That we have some given some cases: live project training, hands-on experience of coding, training from industry experts in live environment, free material, video tutorials, flexible timing, interview preparation, certification, as well as job-oriented skill development and placement assistance. These are the glimpses of benefit you can gain from Euphoria. I think that will be helpful for you students when you are going for project and internship in a particular industry-friendly technology. Next, you can check. We have done recently some in Q1, that is in quarter 1, we have done campus recruitment drive. Also, for TOM Exponent Services Private Limited, Euphoria actually conducted these or do arrange these drives in some colleges. You can know MCKPIE, Traditional Engineering College, as well as JIS Group, Durgapur Institute of Advanced Technology and Management. Not only that, you know your college, that is BBIT, that is Bhojbhoj Institute of Technology and Academy and Technology. They have done this campus recruitment drive in Q1, and also initial part, ma'am has also said that we are doing campus drive, which is in collaboration with Euphoria Chennai. So that information we have checked on that time, and also we have done this. Okay, and not only these colleges, we have done other campus recruitment also for other colleges also. Next part, job-oriented technologies you can go for, that is AngularJS, Laravel, Python, Node.js, React.js, Spring Boot, cloud computing with AWS DevOps, Python with Django, and also we have Pega Technology and Tableau who are looking for CTS. They can go if they will learn Pega, then they will be privileged, and who are looking for Wipro, if they learn Tableau, they will be privileged. So these are the curriculum we have. If you're interested, you can communicate. And duration for training, project, and internship, that is 30 hours, 60 hours, 90 hours, and 150 hours as per the time frame. If you have any queries, please call in two numbers given 96748330 and 9430072995. So, students, till this time we are with us, and we are very much thankful that you people are very much with us. Thank you all participants for doing the sessions with us. Thank you all, students.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I think you have got some good knowledge from these technical part and HR part, right? Right, students?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So thanks a lot. So we are just concluding here for this session. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.